Okay, so we're filming right now?
Yeah, we're
Alright,
filming.
so we'll just have you start by introducing yourself. Who
My
are
name
you?
is Jerry Rael. I'm a Denver artist. I'm originally from the San Luis Valley in southern Colorado.
You mentioned a little bit about how your painting style is kind of a mix between abstraction. Can you talk a little bit about that and kind of where you...
Well, you know, I consider my work abstract expressionism. And the reason I say that is because, you know, to me, my paintings are about the world of color. And I use colors that are not typically a realistic color for people, stuff like that, because I am more interested in the abstract, the color, and the emotional part that goes into my paintings.
You had mentioned, I mean, the first time you came in, that you felt there was a strong spiritual component to your pieces.
My pieces do have a very spiritual presence to them, and I believe I took a trip out to Standing Rock during the North Dakota pipeline issue, and created a painting called Dakota Prophecy. And a young man at the state capitol was talking about a black snake, and naive, I guess, I don't know. But I had no idea what he was talking about in terms of a black snake. And so I went home and I still had this, you know, what the heck is a black snake? And as soon as I pulled into my driveway, I saw a vision of a black snake curled up to strike me. And I saw whatever it was that I saw, it was just in an instant, but I saw everything that was there. And so I went down to my basement, pulled out a black canvas, and I started working on that piece. And decided to call it Dakota Prophecy, and I put it on Facebook, got a lot of feedback on it. And so I decided I would make prints. So it was the first time I ever made prints. So I decided to go to Standing Rock. I bought all this clothes, warm stuff for the people in the struggle against the pipeline. And ended up showing up there early morning. It was snowing, it was cold. I was able to park my car next to the main tent. I opened up my trunk and I started handing out warm clothing for anybody that wanted it. And so because of that experience, I came back to Denver and I was just full of ideas. How did I want to convey this trip that I took to Standing Rock? And so ever since then, which has been what, 4 years ago, I have been doing nothing but paintings that have something to do with Standing Rock.
Mm.
Do you want to hold this one? You can stick that back in your pocket.
Oh, okay.
Hold this. And tell us about this.
Well, the title of this piece is called Echoes of Rage. And so the warrior seems a little upset. Well, some of those emotions are the kind of things that I have still locked up inside myself. And so it just is a way for me to get them out. The abstract is, I believe, is that part of the spirit that people read into my paintings. And so the abstract is it's a you know, huge, it's a word that extends in many different directions. For me, it's in the eye of the beholder, how they want to interpret that painting, whether they see what I see or they don't. But I just like the abstract because I don't want to give everybody or anybody the exact reason for creating the painting. I want them to, I want to leave my audience with questions. Mm-hmm. And more questions probably than answers.